All right, I'm back again. This video should be quick. I don't know. I say that every time, but I always go for 20 minutes somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happens. But listen, you see what I'm talking about here. You see the title. Let's get right into it, okay? No editing. One shot. So, I took a lot of screenshots. They're not exactly in order, so bear with me, but I will speak about the things I need to speak about. I think that, first of all, I didn't watch the Crunchyroll Awards. I'm not that type of anime consumer. I am heavily involved in anime, but I watch anime and I get my information my own way. I don't watch. Well, I don't want to expose any websites, but you know where I'm going with how I watch anime, right? So, no flack to Crunchyroll. I'm not trying to dog Crunchyroll. I'm gonna get into detail about what I think about Crunchyroll, and I'll say why I think the awards. Because you see the title of the video, they had the anime awards. A lot of people apparently weren't satisfied. I didn't watch that shit. I was never going to watch it. I didn't know it existed. Honestly, I swear to God. When I saw this shit, I thought, yo, they're doing anime awards? I Googled it. I seen 2024 anime awards. I didn't know they started doing this shit. I don't even know when they started doing it, okay? So this is my first time being aware, being privy to the existence of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, right? And a lot of people were dissatisfied with all the results because apparently it's like a lot of anime that got chosen in the awards, and a lot of people voted. Like, as you can see here, 4 days ago, I took this on the 6th, or on the 5th, my bad. I took this on the 5th of June. People are sharing their votes. You see who they're voting for every category, right? It's like the same 4 anime: Demon Slayer, One Piece, the fucking solo leveling, all that sort of shit. It's like the same few anime that people are picking. And out of the categories that they have, I don't know what their nominee sheet was looking like. As I said, I didn't vote, right? And I don't really care about Crunchyroll and the Anime Awards. As I said, I didn't even know about it. But I thought it was a good chance to talk about a certain topic, and it's not just specifically catered toward Crunchyroll. The bigger reason I'm making this video is because there exists basically what, phonies, bro. Some people just don't give a fuck about anime. Some people do. Some people act like they do, way more than they actually do. And I don't know, like I don't think it's that serious. I don't see the reason to pretend like you like anime more than you do. And I'm also not one of them extremists. I'm not about to sit there and tell somebody what anime they should watch. If I find out somebody doesn't like a certain anime, a story that I think is really fucking good, like outside of it being an anime, because I like good stories. So if they don't like a certain anime, I'll try to figure out or wonder why you don't like that story, because I thought the story was really good. Aside from that, I'm not really like one of those, what do they call them, the anime elitists? Some people are on that level. But I do get my information, and I dig through stuff. I want to learn about the shit and all that. So I realized when I looked at this list, it's like the same couple of things being nominated in each category. It's like the list is the same. And look at the winner for like Solo Leveling won so many times. Okay, Apothecary Diaries is in the list, right? Frieren, Delicious Dungeon, Don Da Don, Oshinoko, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, because this shit is like, it's spanning from not just 2025, but the late 2024, because My Hero Season 7 was kind of spanning from 2024 up until 2025 started happening. Same thing like Daima. By the way, I didn't even see Dragon Ball Daima on any of these lists, somehow, right? I didn't notice Metallic Rogue was on here. Okay, I'm surprised it's on there. But my point being, I feel like they just went for the most popular shit, right? And I think a lot of people felt like that. I think Crunchyroll was comprised of a mixture of staff, both, I don't know what percentage it will be, if it's half and half or 70-20. Sometimes it feels like, that's not the right percentage. 70-30. But I don't know, sometimes it feels like they're not balanced at all. It feels like they hire people who like anime, but the people who are doing the hiring and the people who make the choices are the ones who don't really know anything about anime. They try to they might try to read the market, read the industry, because it's business. You gotta keep up with shit like that. Know what's popular. Even if you're not a consumer of the thing you're shipping and selling, you have to know about it. I feel like these people only know so much. And then the people they're hiring are the fans, like the people you see. I don't even know some of the people names, but they got like the black girl, the Asian dude, like that sounds kind of crazy, just general ass descriptions, but I just don't know their names, right? I don't watch Crunchyroll shit, right? But y'all might know them. The dude with the long hair, he wear the hats and shit, glasses and shit, But other than that, I think those people actually fuck with the anime. They actually like the anime. That's why they use them. They know they like the anime. They find them online, and then they hire them. Boom, they get that connection, right? So I say all that to say, of course, Crunchyroll is gonna have the same couple of animes in every category, and then who wins is Solo Leveling wins almost a thing in every single fucking category. They're gonna give best director. Look at One Piece fan letter. That's like, come on, bro. Like, the One Piece has had a lot of very fucking well directed episodes back to back. You telling me that they throw the fan letter in there because it's like the most recent, it was popular because it was like, it was the most standout popular thing that happened most recently outside of, all the other back to back good fights that's been happening in One Piece. Let's not mention that. But I guess like I'm ranting right now, right? I guess I'm just ranting, sharing you my thoughts, right? But the thing I really want to talk about is another result of why this looks like this is, like I said, like Crunchyroll is probably half and half. I'll give it half and half. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. They probably got some people who don't really fuck with anime. It's just a job. Then they got the people who fuck with anime. That's why something like Metallic Road can even get it on the list. Okay, it's even on the list. Train to the End of the World it's even on the list. Okay, so at least it's on the list. So they got people who know and who like this shit, right? You can see that. I can't knock them. But I feel like the main reason this is like this is because people only watch action animes or the popular animes, right? This isn't particularly action, but it's by somebody who's been blowing up really lately. Forgive me, I forget the nigga name, but the Chainsaw Man artist and author, or is it a woman? I forget. Like I said, I'm forgetting a lot of shit right now. I'm recording this late. But the Chainsaw Man mangaka and the previous Fire Punch creator, people started loving Fire Punch after they experienced Chainsaw Man, or some people already loved Fire Punch. Fujimoto, is it? Right? And then they go over to Chainsaw Man when it comes out. You love Chainsaw Man. The Chainsaw Man gets an anime. It blows up. It gets more fans universally for the anime. And then they go and experience the manga. That's always how it happens. I know some people like to separate the existence of the animes and the manga, but it's an undeniable fact. Even some of the people that do it are guilty, because you watch an anime and you like the story, you like what's happening so much. Forget the fact that it's animated, and animation can be a higher elevated medium. It can be more entertaining, or have that more octane, or it can just be better, right? It's more transformative from the original source. So some people say that anime is superior to the manga, right? I don't think that. I think it can go either way. But my point being, most people who watch anime, if the anime stops at a certain point, they're gonna go to the manga and finish and find out what happens for the rest of the story. People have done it for multiple anime that have been popular, and then think about it like this, right? The fact that people have done it, and most of the manga they have read are manga that were adapted into an anime. Okay, and the anime was popular first. That's how they were introduced to the series. They never read the manga. They didn't know about the manga, right? They watched the anime when it was popular. They liked it so much. When it stopped, they had to go and read the manga. So I don't want to hear all these bullshit opinions from people when they come out and say things like, oh, the anime is getting trashed, the manga is getting better. Like, bro, listen, you didn't even know about the manga before you watched the anime, and then you go and read the manga and you say the manga's trash or something like that. You're crazy. Okay, this is the source. You can't say it's trash. Okay, yeah, maybe like I said, the opinion of the anime is superior. I can feel that. I can understand that. Even certain mangaka like Oda, you know, our boy Oda, the One Piece creator, he's even said, man, you know, half jokingly, half serious, he said, I'm envious of the anime staff and what they can achieve with my shit, because they transform it and evolve it in a way that kind of sometimes goes past my imagination. And what he's referring to is the fact that, yeah, he can express Luffy, and we all get Luffy's expression. We all get Luffy, even if there was never an anime. If there was never an anime, Luffy will feel like the same character that he feels like because of how he is in the manga, right? But because of the fact there's an anime, you know, some people can't connect to the manga like that. Some people might miss it. The anime gives you that extra layer of expression and depth to the character and all that sort of shit, right? So I guess I just went on a rant about that. My point is, yeah, not only do people try to like catch up on an anime and they go and read the manga because they love it, but they're only doing that for the popular animes, okay? The popular animes and the popular mangas. And most popular joints are something like this because it's popular for a reason, right? This isn't action, like I said, but it was popular for a reason because it was the Chainsaw Man creator. I'm not saying that this makes it any less good, right? Because Solo Leveling is good, but sometimes people can pretend or perceive, or they might think it's better than it really is. I'll give you an example, right? Some people, like, they'll feel so comfortable saying what's good, what's mid, and what's not mid, what's peak and what's not peak. But it's like, do you really know what the fuck peak is? Do you really know what mid is? Your use of that word has a limited definition when you express that shit, because for you, your only form of peak that you've experienced is probably Solo Leveling. And before Solo Leveling, it was JJK. And next to JJK, not before it, but next to JJK is Demon Slayer, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, you see where I'm going with that. And then, you know, it transforms from there. So you call this shit peak. You don't realize, like, you're only experiencing good stories in a limited genre. First of all, you're only watching and experiencing and reading Shonen. Okay, I made a video on this. Shonen, it's a limited, and I'm not knocking it, right? Because I fuck with anime, I fuck with manga, I fuck with the whole thing. You know, this is why I talk about all the Japanese media the way I do, because I like it, I love it. I'm gonna make some shit about the Western shit too. Don't catch you. I'm not sleeping on that, okay? I'm gonna have me a couple videos. I got a little Sonic video coming out, all that, right? But I digress. People, if you really like anime, and I seen those elitists, right? The people they call elitists, I seen them saying that there's you know, this casuals, the anime casuals. I didn't understand that at first. I'm like, well, what are they talking about? Like, people just like anime differently. Some people like it a little bit. But then when I started saying it like that, I'm like, okay, well, I understand it then. Like, some people just like it a little bit. It's not really an insult. Some people like it a little bit. It is true. Some people only, you know, they like anime. They're not. If you ask them if they watch anime, they'll say, yeah, I watch anime. I like it. If you ask them what type of animes they watch, they probably only got 4 or 5 they watched. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like some people feel like they're getting belittled if it's revealed that they only watch 3 anime or 4 anime, bro. It's okay, bro. Chill out. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe because anime is so popular, if it's like, oh, you didn't watch more anime than 4 or 5, it's starting to feel like that's sort of like social dynamic that you would get back in the day in school or some bullshit, right? It's like, oh, you missing out. You're not on the in group, right? Even outside of school, right? You're just not on that in group. That's what's happening right now. You're not on the in group, so people kind of feel like, oh shit, I gotta act like I watch every fucking anime. You don't watch every anime. It's okay. A lot of people who's watching this right now, you don't watch. Did you watch Demon Lord 99? I watched Demon Lord 99. Okay, there's a lot of this shit that I watched. Let me go through this list down, right? This is the point of me having this up on the screen. So, some animes are romance, and anime will get weird with the fact that they do the sort of sexual shit, even if it's not super perverted to the extent of a show like I don't even know if I have a screenshot of it by accident. I probably don't. But they have a couple of them shows where, like, you know, like this show, right? Where she wants you to put her panties on to some shit, right? That's a perverted ass show. Okay, that reaches the borderline H territory, if you know what I'm talking about. I won't say any more than that. But at the same time, it's some other shit there. So it's still a real anime. That's why it's not actually in that category of the H shit, because it's still a story going on. It's just that the jokes and all that sort of shit might be too far for people. So that's where the casuals, I guess, and the people who actually watch all sorts of anime, I guess that's where that thin line would be at, right? Because there's multiple genres, man. There's like this romance animes, the Kulon generic romance. I've been watching that. Okay, I watched the first episode. Gorilla God's Go-To Girl. I think it's a comedy type of thing. I don't watch it in particular, but you know, it's not like I don't want to watch it or I'm knocking it or anything like that. I just haven't seen it yet. But I feel like I'm digressing a little bit. My main point is, like, it is a true thing. If you're watching this video still, if my rants haven't made you walk away yet, you should watch more genres of anime, okay? If you need recommendations, type down below. I will make a more video. I'll make a more coherent, cohesive video, because it'll be actually edited, right? This is me off the top of the dome. I'll make a video that you can actually follow better, and I'll actually speak about this difference between people who watch like you know, maybe I'll title it or theme it like, do you want to stop watching only action anime or shonen anime? Maybe I'll title it like that. It'll be for people who want to discover more animes, okay? There's all sorts of different animes out there. I didn't even see Blue Exorcist on the list at all, okay? And Blue Exorcist came back after they had the season 2 that was like, it wasn't good because it strayed away from the actual original story, because you can't just come in and take somebody else's story and do whatever the fuck you want. You're gonna fuck it up. So when the anime studios take an adaptation and they start adding a bunch of extra shit that wasn't inside, they fuck it up. Orb on the movements of the earth? Why was this not on the list at all? A philosophical wonder, okay? Reflecting real world events in the pondering in the philosophical question of how the earth and the solar system and all that sort of shit works. What the fuck are we standing on? And then all the philosophers are coming up with their ideas of what they think is the earth. And you know how that shit was back in the day. Like, whoever is the person making this prolific thing, if you're not thought of as like a great mind, you damn near a magician. You gonna be famous and prolific. People are listening to you. At a certain time, it wasn't just God or the government ruling the people and controlling the masses. It's certain things that's more contained and like you know, more humanly constructed at a more basic beginning level, like religion and shit like that, right? Just somebody who has information about what the fuck is going on. Like you still wondering. You look in the sky. Some niggas are scared. You look in the sky. This shit get all black. You see a bunch of dots. It's time to go inside the house. You know. So my point. I kind of went on a different type of rant right there, but my point being, because I'm kind of mad. I just realized this was not on that list. There's so many animes, okay, that were not on the list, and they're good. They're not just action animes. So for those of you who really want to watch action, I mean outside of action, and some animes have action, right? What's the one joint? Okay, let's go through the list real quick, right? Okay, so ReZero, it was on the list. I like it. Akko Trip, it was really good, pretty good. It wasn't on the list, okay? Dead Alive, that shit's been going on forever. I don't know if y'all watched that. That's one on a slightly, it's not like super great at all. It's one of them, like, it's like a junk food type of anime. You can watch it, it's entertaining, but they got their perverted shit in there. I haven't watched it up to this. I only saw the first one, like 4 episodes. I fell off it. Maybe it was the whole season. I forget. It was a long ass time ago. This shit's been coming out since like 20-something teen, right? Kaiju number 8, it was on the list. Popular anime, right? Misfit of the Demon Academy, I didn't see that on the list. It's a pretty fun anime, like not a slice of life, like a isekai type of anime where the character is just powerful. Konosuba, didn't see it on the list. Go-Go Loser Ranger, didn't see that shit on the list. This shit is pretty fucking good. The Duke of Death and His Maid, it's actually a 3D animated anime. This dude, he can't touch anybody or he'll kill them. He's been cursed by a witch. And his maid, as busty as she is, because the anime does go over to that side a little bit with the maid, but other than that, it's a solid story of this young duke who had to leave his family, and he's only in his mansion by himself with the maid and the butler. They're the only people who fuck with him. They're not scared of his touch. I mean, it's not like he touching them, but like, you know, they like, bro, it's all right, bro. We'll be near you. We gonna hold you down. And then, you know, the maid loves him, all that sort of shit. I fuck with that joint. It's not even an action anime at all. It's 3D animated too, okay? 3D animation cuts people out. Yo Zakura Family, I didn't see that on the list. That shit was so good. It was action. It wasn't a popular action one though, okay? Yo Zakura Family, you should go watch that, okay? Windbreaker obviously was on the list. It's popular. A lot of people thought it was action, but it's not. So they started falling off. That's why it got one of the only categories it got was for like best action, right? And which is crazy because it's not an action anime. It did have some really good action. The dude in the first episode was fighting like Batman in Arkham Asylum, right? So that's what made it kind of pop out. Slime. The Slime no Dataken, I ain't see that. Was there some shit like that, right? I ain't see that. Come on. Listen. My point is, there's a lot of anime that have not popped up on the list. Training at the End of the World was on the list. Buchigiri, I don't know how the fuck it made it on the list. I'm surprised Irusei Yatsura was not on the list. Because Irusei Yatsura, that's made by the same person that made Ranma 1/2. And if you didn't know, Ranma 1/2 is the dude who got cursed and he transforms into a girl and he has a harem of girls because they're all his potential marriage candidates, and he turns into a girl. So now listen, we're not even going to go too into detail, but it's funny. I enjoy it because it's made by the Inuyasha creator, and she's nice with it. She's nice with the pen, okay? That's all I gotta say. She's nice with the pen. She's nice. The show Moonrise is not even on the list right now, but Moonrise, it was on Netflix. It did not appear at all in the Crunchyroll Awards, and it's not even popular. The creator of Moonrise actually came out on Twitter. I wish I had a screenshot of it. You just gotta take my word for it. I saw it myself. I seen him do it. He came out and said on Twitter, like, yo, they're not promoting my anime. What is going on? Fuck this shit. Netflix wasn't promoting the anime. It's called Moonrise, and it's made by the not My Hero. I'm reading that shit right there. It got into my brain. By the way, Vigilantes is really fucking good. If you didn't watch My Hero, you don't fuck it. You just watch this, okay? This is really fucking good. You don't need to watch My Hero. Just watch this. I'm telling you for a fact. And it's better. And it has a whole different vibe. Watch this for a fact. If you feel like My Hero could have been better, or you like some of the powers or some of this and that, or if you just didn't like My Hero, period, give this shit a try right the fuck now. I'm not even playing with you. Because you're stupid if you don't. Because I'm telling you now, you should. Okay. But anyway, Witch Watch is good. It's a little romance joint. Little comedy, slice of life joint. The romance is real light though. It's real light. It's not really there, but you could tell they setting up the two characters. The ogre, he an ogre dude. He don't look like an ogre, but he just super strong. And then the girl's a witch, and everybody's like they got them, different bloodlines, like some Harry Potter shit, or I don't even know. Werewolf niggas, this nigga's a vampire nigga, like all my grandfather's a vampire, like Hotel Transylvania's grandkids type shit, you know what I mean? But they grown up. It's like that. There you go. That's a perfect description. But the Shunji family children, I was watching that. It's really perverted. It's really, really, really perverted. So people aren't gonna watch that, and I doubt some shit like this will ever pop up on a Crunchyroll list. I was watching it. I fell off because I'm not watching it because it's perverted. So I'm not caught the fuck up at all. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. This show, pretty good. Season 2, they don't talk about it. At this point, I'm ranting, but I'm talking about everything, right? This show has been coming out since April 7th, as you see. It's June right now, June 6th. Summer Pockets 2, it's nice. Okay? A little romance joint. Slice of life romance joint. Comedy, I think, a little bit. This joint is a comedy, isekai, but the main character's not the isekai. Oh, he was, but now he's back in his real world, and the yandere, dark elf, chased that nigga all the way from a different world. That's the premise, and that shit is super perverted because it's one of those animes that now they show titty nipples. I didn't know they started doing that. I was watching the one joint where the girl had a cat that was like in the dungeon, and the cat was like level 100 or some shit. The nigga got reincarnated. And he got reincarnated as a cat, but he was secretly a behemoth, I mean. And they was doing that in there. I'm like, oh shit, they do this in anime now. Okay, whatever. I'm not about to run away because they show titty nipples in anime. I'm not gonna run away. But am I there for that? Not in particular, no. You know what I mean? Like, is it cool? Fine. It's shit cool. It's fine. I'd be lying if I say, yeah, fucking, put titty nipples in anime. I don't care. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But am I there for that? No. It popped up. The anime is also good. I continue to watch. Nothing's stopping me, right? Ishira, season 2. Nobody was watching season 1. I know why they didn't have that shit on there. Okay, obviously something like this, a junk food anime, they're not going to put on there. Tasukade Hotel. I didn't really start it yet, but I heard it's pretty good. Nobody knows about it. This is the type of shit nobody knows about. Dr. Stone, a whole season, like 4 or 5, part 1. It's been coming out since January. It's been happening since March. Nobody has been talking about it, okay? Some of these listed from around 2024. Like Sakamoto Days is coming out, and it's not the best anime. People expect it to be like some story depth, and super detailed characters. It's not that. You're gonna get super thin plots, the repeating narrative of the back at the home situation, and it's like what's the word? The continuity of it isn't. Damn, I can't think of the word right now. But each episode doesn't have to directly connect to the previous episode. You know what I mean? And then the next episode could be like, last episode they were fighting some niggas in a fun house with like laser beams on their guns and shit, and he got a dagger like Metal Gear Solid, and he's stabbing them up, knocking them out because he don't want to kill him because his wife's gonna leave him. And then next episode he's back at the grocery store selling goods again, and then somebody else is gonna come in to try to kill him. That's what you expect. But some people don't like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like not their type of joint, or if they can't just be entertained by something so simple, even though all they watch is simple anime, which is like all shonen in action. By the way, Yaiba, Samurai Legend, really fucking good. Came out at the same time as the generic romance. I watched all these anime. They came out in April. Not all of them. I'm lying because I didn't watch season 2 for this yet. And like I said, I didn't really get into that yet. But I'm the evil lord of the Galactic Empire. I watched that. Cold Pinchan. It's a short anime with a penguin, little penguin. I will watch that because I like penguins. That's the only reason I have to fucking watch that. It's like a six. It's probably for fucking children. I don't even know, but I want to look at it because there's a penguin on it, and it's about him. So fuck y'all, okay? I'm talking crazy on this video. Forgive me. Lazarus, April 6th. Mappa Studios. You know Mappa. They the big studio, big dogs. They stopped getting talked about as much because people all of a sudden started like dogging them, which is crazy. Everybody was on Mappa's ass, sucking them up. No Diddy. I mean, with Diddy for them, no Diddy for me. They were sucking them up. Now all of a sudden, they don't want to praise it anymore. Okay, and Shinichiro Watanabe, I don't even know who the fuck that is, but I know he's nice. I know he's nice because that show is really fucking good, okay? And it's made by the same creator of, if you didn't know, the same creator of Cowboy Bebop and Space Dandy. You should watch Space Dandy if you haven't. And he also said that all of those shows are in an interconnected universe, basically. He said he's always made every show, every next show or series with the idea that it's the same universe, same world. So yeah, Space Dandy, Cowboy Bebop, and now Lazarus, all the same universe, maybe different time periods, maybe the same time, completely different galaxies, who knows. Guilty Gear Strive had a whole anime. Nobody talks about it, nobody watches it. I watch it. Look when it came out, same time as those two shows I was talking about. Kaiju Sekai Seifuku, that's a fucking Kaiju number 8 short. Okay, Kaiju number 8 short series. Black Butler came back. I think I mentioned earlier, nobody watches it. Fire Force came back, and because I gotta make a video on this too, because it's gonna go hand in hand with, I might label the video as Ufotable, aka has Demon Slayer spoiled people for action anime. Because Fire Force season 1 and 2 was at that standard of like, okay, this is the crazy high action, high octane shit we've been getting from shit like Demon Slayer and One Punch Man back to back. Season 3 didn't do as good as season 1 and 2 did as far as animation goes. And David Productions, those are them boys, man. Okay, I know they are. They do JoJo. They got great sound design too. That's what they're known for. Sometimes they use a lot of the same sounds, like the bass, but they're still good sounds, right? They make their own sounds in the house, I'm pretty sure. But Fire Force season 3 was admittedly somewhat inferior to season 2 as far as raw animation quality, Sakuga goes, right? Season 1 and 2 were at a different level. Season 3 is not, that's the thing though, it's not bad. It's not trash. Bad would be Seven Deadly Sins, Meliodas versus Escanor. Nothing in Fire Force season 3 was anywhere near that level. Bad would be Dragon Ball Super, half the goddamn show. Okay, I don't even gotta name a specific episode. But if you want me to, I can tell you, like, Goku versus Beerus in the beginning. So just to close the video off, man, I want to say that's the perverted anime I was talking about. She wants you to put the panties on as you see this thumbnail. Ecchi, if you didn't know, that's the tag for perverted anime. I'm not going to click on it because a bunch of perverted shit is going to pop up. Okay? Does it mean that every ecchi anime is just perverted and doesn't have any other substance? No, it doesn't mean that at all. Okay? I can tell you that for a fact. some animes have that tag, and you won't even know that they have that tag. As you can see from this thumbnail, she has nothing on. Like, this is going to be perverted. There's a story going on, but it is funny too at the same time. Like, it's kind of funny. I watched it. Okay. So some shit that doesn't even have the ecchi tag will have perverted shit in it because it's just the nature of anime. Like a character getting walked in on a bathroom and they start blushing and they're butt ass naked and they throw some shit at the person and they close the door and that's supposed to be a funny scene, right? So if I go through this list real quick, I want to say something like this. Tabate, the beginning after the end. You know, this show, the animation was kind of stifled. They didn't do the best they could. Some of it is slideshow-like, but I think people, like I said, are so spoiled by good animation. And it's not super trash. It's just not at the standard that we got now. It's not something like, it's an action. This is an action series. It 100% could have been done way better. They could have treated the action with more love and taste. They did not do that. They didn't show the action any fucking love, bro. And that shit is terrible. Like, why would you not show the action any love? But, I mean, I've seen worse. It was like, oh shit, why would they do that? Because, like, you got shit like Mushoku Tensei, you know, what's it called? The Jobless Reincarnation, right? You got shit like that. It has way better action. This show, I think, is animated better than that. Action comedy with the healer. This healer from the slums lives a low-key life. He don't want to let nobody know he's the best healer in the world, right? Rock is a lady's modesty. Rock wa lady no tashinami deshite. Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen that. That shit funny. It's nice. It's not even really funny. It's not even a comedy joint, but I like it. I like it. You know what I mean? Shit like this, I didn't even watch that yet. You damn near know that shit not gonna be on the fucking list. I don't even know. Maho Shoujo. So this is a Magic Girl anime. That's what Maho Shoujo means. It's a Magic Girl anime. I didn't even know about that shit. Maybe I'll check it out if it's supposed to be funny. It's been on for like since the whole season. There's a lot of shows I have not watched. Oh, it says it right here too. He. Oh no, maybe not. No offense to nobody. Maybe I won't watch it. It's just not my interest. Okay, but look it. Long story short, Apothecary Diaries got butchered and slighted on every fucking category because it's really fucking well put together. Okay, they only got a voice acting category because of what, the fucking English dub? That's stupid. It's not even the best English dub out here. You should go watch this show right here. Okay, this is me just ranting now. This show was alright. It's alright. Like, some people, you know, I mean, it's okay. Like, I've seen a lot of these before, where the main character is strong, yeah, a humble old man, but maybe you could replace the old man part, and he's just a humble, like, he's humble, but that humbleness comes off as like complete ignorance, and you know, just he doesn't know that he is as strong as he is. So the whole time he's fighting, he still thinks like, oh, I got to use my basics and I got to really focus because this dude might crush me. I'm not that skilled, even though he's been trained by the greatest fucking masters in the world. Like, an anime just came out not too long ago, just like this, right? So like, it happens all the time. It was also named like the Great Sword Master or some shit like that, trained by the Sword Saints or some shit like that, right? So it happens all the time. It's not anime tropes that repeat. To Be a Hero, X. I didn't see that on the list. It's a Chinese anime. Of course, it's made by, you know, Japanese kind of clash. You know, they clash, collabing to make the anime, as they've been doing with a lot of animes. Okay, I didn't see that on the list. That's the Dark Elf shit, right? I was talking about it earlier. There's some other perverted shit, as you can see. Some love robot bitch. I don't know. Go to the hotel. Whatever. This season 2, it's a comedy romance. They don't talk about this. This has been coming out this whole 2025. I actually like this joint. I'm still on season 1, like episode 4 or 5, but I will pick it up because I fuck with it. It was kind of funny. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck with it. Summer Pockets, that's what we were talking about earlier. Okay? This show, I didn't see this show on the list for action at all. The first episode was amazing. I don't think it's the best show. And what I mean by that is it's not like the most amazing show of this season, you know, but it's really good. It's solid. I like it. I don't know exactly where the story is going to end up, but you can kind of guess. You feel me? But meet me at the ballpark. They didn't even have this. But they didn't even have this in the fucking list. Bro, that's crazy. I didn't see this in the list at all. So, what are they doing for real? If they're not going to have mostly anime from the 2025 season, like I said, Apocalypse Hotel, pretty fucking good. They don't talk about this sort of shit, bro. I don't know. It's not popular. It's not the mainstream anime. And this is the end of the list for now. This is the Shinju family I was talking about. That perverted shit. I don't know how it doesn't have an ecchi tag. It should definitely have the ecchi tag on it because it's not just romance comedy. This shit ecchi as hell. All of these sisters are his sister and his sister. But he found out, or they all found out, that they aren't related. None of them are fucking blood related except for him and... Who is it? Her? Him and her? They're blood-related siblings? And he has a girlfriend. So obviously when they do a show when a dude, the main protagonist got a bunch of hoes as an option, they hit the other male protagonist out. He's like, oh yeah, I've already been around the block, bro. I got a girlfriend. I could tell you some tips. And it's like, oh, our sisters aren't sisters no more. What you gonna do, bro? And it's kind of weird. I mean, it's really fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. Kinda is an understatement. But I was watching it. I don't lie about what fucking anime I watch. I was watching that shit. Oh, it says it right here. Yeah, he's not biologically related. So, yeah, they had these bitches trying to bust it down every episode. So I don't know how that doesn't have a fucking ecchi tag on it. It doesn't make any sense. But maybe somebody will watch it later and put that tag on there. The Cuckoo's Nest. I watched that. Listen, bro, I watch all sorts of anime, bro. The quintessential quintuplets. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get out of here, man, right? Because I think I'm done ranting. If y'all didn't get my point by now, watch more types of anime. If you really like anime, if you're not somebody who accepts the fact and you just understand, it's not even accepting shit. You don't have to accept shit. It's just the fact. The fact of the matter is, you don't watch every sort of anime, then that's fine. You don't have to. If the fact of the matter is you like anime, you want to watch more anime, nigga, watch this video, follow the channel. I'm about to make another video soon, and it's gonna be way more organized than this and not as long, no way near as long, because I'm gonna edit it. And I'll be talking about what sort of anime you should probably pick up. I don't know. You don't even have to ask me the question. I'll probably give recommendations based off of what type of anime you probably like already, because I think I feel and I know a lot of the types already of people and anime, right? Both. The people who like anime and the anime people like. So, with all of that being said, damn, 43 minutes, let's turn this shit off right now.